Does Dr. Pepper make a difference on your beef jerky? We're gonna test this out, my standard recipe with Dr. Pepper, to see if I like it better. Let's go and make some beef jerky. Hey team, I'm Scott. If you're new to Bartlow's Barbecue, I'm a backyard pitmaster and a pastor, and I've taken my two passions and I've brought them together. A passion for people and serving my community through the church, but also my passion of barbecue. And so this channel is all about helping you create bold flavors with a bigger purpose. And that purpose is simply you learning recipes so you could cook for those not only that you love, but that need to be loved and serve your community to make an impact in the world. And if that's the type of channel you wanna be a part of and be encouraged by, be sure to like, subscribe. Let's get right into this beef jerky recipe. So here's the deal. I like to start with eye around meat. You can use ribeye, you could use any type of meat you want, but I'm finding eye around is great. You could take a knife, like a chef's knife, and slice it thinly yourself, or remove a step that makes your life easier. Ask your butcher or your grocery store to do it for you. And I just had to pay like a 50 cent per pound, extra amount for them to do it for me. And I took 2 pounds, this is 2.5 pounds of eye around sliced, and I'll have that on the screen so you could see me going to the grocery store. I got to push this cool little red button, ask the back team to do this for me, and they sliced it. I was able to go do some shopping and we were ready to go. So what I did, brought it home. You can see how thin this is too. I'm gonna show you this on camera. And then now we're gonna make our marinade. This is the key step to making wonderful beef jerky. And there's one step here that's really important to really enhance the flavor of your jerky that I'll talk about here in a moment. But what we wanna do is, this is where beef jerky is fun. You can really get creative with what you wanna do, but what you're gonna find in this recipe is how simple and minimal the ingredients are. But this is where it's fun. You can add so many flavors, seasonings, and liquids to make and amplify your beef jerky. So I'm taking something I typically do, which is Worcestershire sauce. I do salt, pepper, garlic, which I use my all y'all seasoning. And then we're adding some onion powder because my all y'all doesn't have onion powder, it's an SPG. And then this is where people like to add beef broth. They like to add different pops and Pepsis, but today it's been trending for years to add Dr. Pepper to your beef jerky. So today's question is, does Dr. Pepper make a difference? Is it too sweet? Is it sweet enough to make awesome beef jerky? That's what we're testing out. So today I'm just doing my standard, what I typically do, and you can add some water and stuff like that as well, what I've done in the past with like Worcestershire sauce and any other liquids. And then last ingredient is jalapenos. 2 jalapenos I sliced the day before. So I'm taking you back in time, showing you how I did this the day before. And then we were, pour it in a pot, in a pan. I took it to the stove, and then we brought it to a boil. And then once it was boiling, then we let it reduce down to almost half. And then we want it to cool off. You could put that in the fridge, you could put it wherever to cool it off or room temperature. Once it's cool, take a gallon or bigger bag, throw the sliced beef in here, add your liquid, get all the air out. In that step, I like to mix it like this and then put it in the fridge. And then we're ready to take this out. Our next step is to remove this, lay it on the pan here. And then we are going to, see, look how, you could tell how that beautiful liquid. Oh my gosh, I can smell the jalapeno and the sweetness. And what we'll do is lay this out, and we're gonna then pat it dry with, I'm not gonna do them all right here for you, but then we'll just pat them dry like this. Once these are done, we're gonna put them in the dehydrator. Now, if you love to smoke, you could get your, if you can get your smoker or a pellet smoker or whatever smoke you have, in that 180, right under, you don't want to get to 200. If you can stay under 200, that's a sweet spot. 160 to 180 is the sweet spot. Otherwise, use your oven, get a dehydrator, and then this process will work just fine. But today I've got a dehydrator, and that's how we're making beef jerky. These are great snacks for the week. All right, so we've got 4 trays of beef jerky. You can see how wide these are, but how thin they are. This is gonna shrink down. It's gonna be delicious. Let's load the trays up in the dehydrator. This dehydrator is from the sausage maker. I love this company. They're my go-to for making sausage and beef jerky. They've got dehydrators, smokers, ingredients, everything you could want. I have a link in my description, give you a great deal on that. But as you can see on the dehydrator, you can have this inside your house. You can set this outside, in your garage, just whatever your wife allows. Luckily she's at work and I'm doing stuff around the house right now. All right, so I'm gonna actually go this. I think that covers all my jerky. This thing, by the way, this machine, it's got little stands, so as it is, 160 to 180, it's got a low to high setting. I have found if you get this one, the high setting for 2 or 3 hours gets the jerky just the way I want it. This will probably be thinner because they cut it really thin. So I found on high for 2, I'll check it at the 2-hour mark to see if it's where I want it or if it just needs just a tad bit longer. But that's all there is to it. We'll see you back to see if this Dr. Pepper jalapeno jerky makes a difference. All right, we're at hour 4. Now, depending on how thin or thick your jerky is, you can go longer. If it's thicker, it's gonna go that 5-6 hour. So some of these could go a little bit longer, and then we have a lot of thin pieces, so majority of them are done. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like here and do a taste test and see if that Dr. Pepper makes a difference. Oh my gosh, guys, I love beef jerky. Let's see how we did. Oh, got the crunch.
It's got some crunch.
Oh yeah.
I can hear it.
You need a piece?
Oh yeah. Is it spicy?
Subtle jalapeno flavor, sweetness.
Okay.
And I mentioned this earlier, thinner pieces, thicker pieces could go longer. This could go maybe another hour to go even crispier, but this piece has definitely got a good crunch to it. If it didn't have the jalapeno, I think it'd be too sweet. So I think it's worth it with the jalapeno mix, plus the salt pepper we did with all y'all. So simple ingredients, guys. Dr. Pepper definitely made it worth it, but I think it's really Dr. Pepper jalapeno combo that I think gives it a sweet heat and a complementary expression. So let us know in the comments what flavors of beef jerky you like. What should we try on the channel with our dehydrator? Love beef jerky. You're going to be using this for the week. Great way to vacuum seal. Good tip is if you put it in a Ziploc bag, good for 7 to 10 days. If you do it in a vacuum sealer, it's gonna last over a month. So those are a few tips to kind of hand out to friends or last long, unless you eat it all in one sitting. I'm a little tempted to do that, but I've got New Year's resolutions, so I'm probably not gonna do that. So anyways, let us know what you think of this fun beef jerky cook here in dehydration. And from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love, good barbecue. Till next time.
Scott, what are you doing?
Oh.
That was for the recipe. We only have one.
We only have one can? Oh, dang it. I can't help myself. I love it.